Hey, folks, we're back. Josh, it can't be the lighting. I don't take that wrong. It can't. Maybe these do overpower. I've got some new lights in the studio. We got to figure something out, okay? But it's not the end of the world. I don't know how the lighting is. How is the lighting so bad you can't see this? Boom! Wait a minute. Josh, you didn't tell me it was going to be half in. What the heck, Josh? How come my... Oh, there it is. Oh! I ruined the boom. Let me try this again. Josh, like I've killed the element of surprise. How's the lighting? There you go. Oh, folks, I love being back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, on Monday mornings, I only have till 9:50. I do not feel I wasted your time. I did not. I know you want to get straight into Epstein, whatever the hell the pedophile's name is. I know you want to go there. I get it, okay? I get it. I asked the question, do you think he is dead? There you go. Show me there on the screen. Here's how you get in touch with us. There's a phone number. You can text me. You can call and tell me you don't think he's dead. I don't care. Text me and say, hey, I want to tell you I think he's dead. Don't think he's dead. I don't care if you tell me the CIA has him somewhere in a third world country, with whatever. I don't care. Chief at FetchYourNews.com, and there's the social media ways to follow the show. All right, Josh, I get it, but here's what I want to go to. All right, I want to have the Mississippi. Okay, now over in Mississippi, they raided last week. We will get to the scumbags, Bill Richardson and George Mitchell and the old Prince Andrew. We'll get to that in a minute. Okay, we know they're all in there. We know it. You know it. Dead men tell no tales. Period. Signed, Jeffrey Epstein. We'll get there. Okay. Now, the media's love. They are a danger. The media, the corporate. What do I say? Hashtag corporate corrupt. The corrupt corporate deep state media, they are a threat to this country. They are. And they have been waiting for how long to get us, our child, ripped away from mom and dad. Okay, now number 3, dad didn't do nothing. He's not a criminal. Dad didn't do nothing. He's not a criminal. Right? I was thinking the other day, Josh, Saturday and Sunday. I was thinking, am I going to have to do my Bill Clinton today? I have never, now leave it there, we'll talk about that. I have never, my ADD is in full direction. I have never's a long time. Why the hell do I say never? But I'm going to tell you, it's been a long time since I have went on social media and seen the Clintons related to Epstein's death and all the conspiracy theory and everything going on. It's amazing. I absolutely love it. Because you know why? And the media is freaking out. Because here's what Donald Trump knows. I shouldn't do this segment right. I'm going to have to do this over so you can get in there. Donald Trump knows if he creates and controls the media this morning, folks, and he is in tune with conspiracy theory, you will Google Clintons, you will Google the hashtags, you will Google this stuff, and unless Google manipulates the search, millions and millions of Americans are learning who Ron Brown is this morning. They're learning who Vince Foster is. They're learning that Ron Brown died in a plane crash with what appeared to be a bullet hole in his head. Huh? Hell, you say. Would somebody on the plane shot him? Why shoot him? He would die in a crash. but would somebody shoot him before he got on the plane? Why didn't they give a fuel check? I mean, pilot, all right, this thing's got half a tank of fuel. I'll go down. Anyhow, so that's why the media will talk about it. So they found the girl. My dad's not a criminal. Do you know, America, how many people are being arrested today that their dad is not a criminal, but they're getting arrested? Okay? So let's go through a couple of these, okay? Number 4. We're going to go through her written statement that she cried for the media to oh, it was great, right? So number 4, the Bradenton Herald. Many Hispanics in Manatee live in fear. They will not become targets of racist violence. Why are you living in fear? I'm going to tell you what. I've been, this is Bradenton Herald and people in Manatee. I have been in South Florida on the coast, okay, on the west coast right there, and I have gotten up in the morning and gone up to the local 7-Eleven to get a coffee in Florida, and I am just not seeing Hispanics living in fear. I'm seeing where I can't hardly get in the 7-Eleven because they're in there getting their coffee and their donuts or whatever they get because they're going to work. I just don't see them in fear. But they say they're living in fear. El Paso shooting heightens tremendous fear of the daily life of the Latinos in Mississippi. You should only be in daily fear, the Latinos in Mississippi, if, 1, you have forged your Social Security card. Because nobody wants to talk about that. It is so hilarious. This media is a danger to America, a total danger to our democracy, a danger to who we are. We have to bring down, and you're going to freak on me on this, but we have to bring down the corrupt corporate mainstream media. We have to. They are the enemy of the people, okay? You do not see any news cycles where the people in Mississippi, they were checking their Social Security cards because they were fake driver's license, fake credentials, fake birth certificates, right? Now nobody's checking into that. The Boston, that's you should be in fear. All right? It's no surprise because Donald Trump hates us. They're scared. Donald Trump hates us. So let's see what the next one is. Number 5, you have Chuck Todd immigration debate. ICE arrests 668 people at food processing plants. Why didn't you tell the schools? Well, you could have told. Really? Well, you could have warned, like, everybody they were coming. Okay, so let's see what we got next. Let me see if I have any more pictures on this, and then we want to go to a couple things here. Hang tight. I'm coming. All right, this is CNN, a little byline I want to run, number 25, Josh. Acting CBP chief defends Mississippi ICE raids. Morgan, they're not raids, but targeted law enforcement operations. Well, I am sorry, sir. Targeted law enforcement operations, they just don't sell as, like on TV as raids. ICE raids is selling. We have done the testing. We have done the focus group testing, and ICE raids are testing much higher than actual law enforcement, targeted law enforcement ops. Now, law enforcement has special units, all of them do, that work on different, whether it's drug cases, whatever, and they pick the perfect timing that they feel they're ready to enforce the law. You see what I'm saying? Let me go with this. They pick the timing that they're ready to enforce the law. So, it's targeted law enforcement operations. All right? And here is this guy again. We'll just throw it out there because we're getting ready to show you the written script of the little girl. Number 27, Acting Commissioner of the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, Mark Morgan, He talking about the ICE raids. He's defending them. How dare you defend them? How can you defend the president at this time? Number 29. All right. Here's just another byline real quick. The police going in there. Okay. And then we have, let's see if I have anything else on this. Then we got 39. I think I already showed you this. You know, CBP chief defends Mississippi ICE raids. Defends. Do you listen to the words? You know me by now. If you're not new to the audience, words. Words is what gets me. I watch all these corrupt media outlets to pick up the words they're trying to sell America today. Defends Mississippi ICE raids. It's not uphold the law. The byline doesn't say acting CBP chief upholds the law in Mississippi law enforcement, targeted law enforcement operation, right? How about that for a byline? Acting CBP chief upholds the law in Mississippi targeted law enforcement operation. No, that's not the byline. He defends it. It's the law, okay? Absolutely, it's the law. Let me see. I got a couple more I want to do. And see if I have anything else on this. All right, leave that up there right there. Let's go to the video of this young lady, okay? And I want, before we go to the video, you know which one I'm talking about, Josh? Before we go to the video, what I'd like for you to do is, this is her first day of school, all right? I don't know if she's 5, 6 years old, or whatever. She's crying on cue. Now, there's a couple different videos. There's a video where she's speaking Spanish, and then there's the English version. I swear to God. I swear to God. There's the, I didn't pull that up. This is, I think this is the English version, but there's the one where she's speaking Spanish as the, maybe this is the one. I'm not for sure. But this is written, okay? No way this 5, 6-year-old knows what to say here. She is crying on cue. Let's just play it, and then we'll come back and break it down. You watch for yourself.
I don't want my dad. No, the Hispanic people are not doing nothing bad. They're not stealing nothing. I can't do nothing but please open the door for the parents. I'm stuck over there in jail. I'm not gonna have nothing. It's the first day of school for me. My dad bought my everything for me to live over here. The rent, and I don't know what I'm gonna eat. And I'm so lonely right now. I need my dad for me. My dad didn't do nothing. He's not a criminal. So the governments, please put your heart. Let my parents be free with everybody else, please. Don't leave the child with cryiness and everything.
Really? How many news cycles are leaving out that it wasn't hours, wasn't even hours that this young lady was, with her mom, this little child? Google it. She was with her mom. So there is the first day of school. She doesn't know what she's going to eat. She's crying on demand. Government have a heart? Government have a heart? Have you ever seen the, have you ever watched law enforcement or had an opportunity to see, and I say opportunity, maybe the wrong words there, or been in a position to see law enforcement take a child or take a child from a mother that is being arrested for shoplifting, being arrested for, now that would be an enforceable crime. According to some. Have you ever seen the mother that's been arrested for shoplifting, or the dad, or the police will pull somebody over and there's two kids in the back seat and they run their driver's license, come to find out they have warrants for some serious crimes, but they do have warrants and they got to execute those warrants, so they have to separate those children on the side of a highway. And what do? They usually call out another police officer that is trained in taking, yes, they're trained. They're trained in taking the children in, getting them connected with family services or another family member, whatever the case may be, and handling and keeping these kids as one, safe, comforted, the best of their ability, and they're not mistreated. Have you ever had the opportunity to witness that? Right? Because maybe they shoplift, maybe, and the kids are screaming they want their mom. Maybe they shoplift, maybe they have a felon and they have a gun. Maybe they have a warrant for some kind of other theft, whatever it may be. Now, see, those are ones that you are okay with seeing a child screaming for their mom and dad, not knowing what happened. But if dad happens to be working somewhere this morning and he has forged documents, whether it be Social Security and driver's license and birth certificate, and he takes these forged documents into a workplace and gets a job, we're not going to, that's not enforceable. So I'm not going to hash that. I tell you what I want to do. I want to play that one more time. I want to get away from it, and I want to have a final comment. But I do want to play that again. I want you to listen again. And what I want you to listen for this time, and tell me if I'm wrong, do you hear the cut? She's speaking Spanish, and then there's a slight cut in the CBS film there. And I would like to know how, when the law enforcement, okay, let me get that correct. I'm sorry, Josh. When the targeted law enforcement operation took place, how did they know to find this child? How did they know to write this script for this child? How did this child know, all right, that this child's supposed to be on the way to school? So who took this child there? Who found this child? And 2 hours later, we're reunited with mom. One more time. So you could, now next time when you watch this, we have to join together and stop the enemy of the people, the corrupt, corporate, deep state media, CBS. Go with it again.
I don't want my dad. No, the Hispanic people not doing nothing bad. They're not stealing nothing. I can't do nothing but please open the door for the parents. I'm stuck over there in jail. I'm not gonna have nothing. It's the first day of school for me. My dad bought my everything for me to live over here. The rent, and I don't know what I'm gonna eat. And I'm so lonely right now. I need my dad for me. My dad didn't do nothing. He's not a criminal. So the governments, please put your heart. Let my parents be free with everybody else, please. Don't leave the child with kindness and everything.
I know, I look very insensitive here. It's her first day of school. Now, how does this little child know that if her dad goes to jail, who will pay the rent? The rent. Wow, he's not a criminal. Well, there's the defense. Well, this child knows her dad's no criminal. She knows that. Why are you going to leave these children crying? Do you really believe, and here's what I want to say, okay, because I want to do this before the Epstein, okay? Do you really believe, okay, The media found these people, found these children, and all of this is just a spontaneous news report. This is a spontaneous news report. Really? Wonder if the Epstein is a spontaneous news report. Don't fall for this, folks. They'll take your guns. They'll try to lead you to believe anything. So now, let's talk about Epstein when we return. I'm your host, BKP. Take us a break, Josh.